Good morning everyone, I'm Leni. Welcome back to my newest video. Thanks for tuning in. It's a very beautiful day. The sun is shining and today is also a very special day because it's my grandpa's birthday, and my mom and me, we decided we want to bake him a cake, and he was wishing for a traditional German apple cake. So that's what we are going to do today. We call it Streuselkuchen, Streusel-Apfelkuchen. It's a apple cake, but it has like a crumbly topping, and that's very traditional for German bakeries. So that's what we're gonna do today. So sit back, enjoy watching, and stay tuned. So first of all, I'm gonna show you the ingredients. Actually, we don't need a lot because it's a very simple cake. We have some apples, some baking powder, or you can also use baking soda. We need fresh lemon juice and some apple juice. We have some flour. You can use wheat flour, but we use spelt flour today. Some sugar and some butter. And for the butter, it's very important that it's very cold, so I'm gonna put it back in the fridge now. So of course my mom is here as well, behind the camera. She's always there.
Good morning.
Yes, what's the first step? What are we going to do first?
Äpfel schälen.
We have to peel the apples, and I think we cut them in very thin slices.
Yes.
So that's what we are going to prepare first.
Geht's los?
Es geht los. I'm recording. The new cameraman.
We are having a peeling contest here. And it's so interesting because my mom and me, we're doing it differently. I go around and you like this.
Like this. Up and down.
Yes, so we have to peel them and then we'll cut them in slices.
No. Peel the apples, not your fingers.
Okay. Guys, everyone is always asking for my dad, so he wants to help a bit as well. You have to talk to your subscribers.
Hello subscribers.
What are you doing?
I'm cutting the apples in small pieces that every people can bite it.
It's for the birthday cake.
It's for the birthday cake for the grandfather.
So guys, we are preparing the filling now. First we have to melt some butter. It was like 1 or 2 tablespoons. 1.5 I think. And then we're adding our apples. Yes, because they have to boil, everything has to boil a bit together. And we also need, not a lot, just a little bit of apple juice. I just put a bit for now because I rather add some more later, because if the filling is too watery, too juicy, it's not good for the cake. And I'm gonna add some fresh lemon juice. And then we have to give it time. So we just decided that's optional if you like cinnamon or not. My mom and me, we like cinnamon, so we decided to just add a bit of cinnamon to the apples, because apples and cinnamon is always a good combination. So you always have to check if there's still enough apple juice. It already looks a bit dry and we don't want it to burn, but it's also not supposed to be very watery, so my mom will add some apple juice.
It can boil a bit.
Yes, so it has to boil, but we don't want it watery and we also don't want it to burn, so you have to check and add some apple juice. So the apples are ready, they will cool down a bit. Make sure there is no water left, but the apples are soft. And now we can make the dough, or I was told when you bake, you say butter. So we're making the butter. Actually, it's nice because we are making the crunchy topping, and also you need some of the butter down as the bottom of the cake, and also the crunchy topping. It's the same dough, so it's very simple. We need only one dough. So we use 300 grams of flour. I used spelt flour, but you can also use wheat flour. And we're gonna use 200 grams of sugar and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Yes, so we're mixing these dry ingredients, and then I have to get the butter from the fridge. We also decided to add some vanilla sugar because it's always making the butter a bit nicer.
Yummy.
So for the butter, it's important that it's very cold, so it has to come straight from the fridge. And to make our crumbles, for the dough to have the right consistency, I think we don't need the holes, so we'll put this aside for now. But you will check with the consistency, but then you can decide if you add it or not. I think we need 200 grams, right?
Yes.
So to make it work, we need to cut the butter in very small pieces, and then we'll add it here. So that's what I'm going to do now. Then I show you what to do next. So the butter is ready in very small pieces. We need 200 grams of butter, and then we use this machine, but only for a bit, because you cannot use it for too long, because I think after some time you have to use your hands, and we don't want it to be mixed very well. It has to get this crumbly structure. So we'll just use this a bit, and then I'm using my hands. So we were done with the mixer, so now you have to use your hands, and you have to make sure it's becoming a crumbly texture. But the butter, it's still here, so I have to make sure it's inside the dough, so it will take some time to make the crumbles. So you have to prepare the baking pan with some butter. I already did that. And your crumble dough, it has to look like this, so you can crumble it on top. And now we're gonna use half of the dough to prepare the bottom, then we will put the apples in the middle, and then we'll crumble some of the dough on top. So I will put the dough inside, and then for down I have to actually press it inside. And you also have to press on the walls. I'm gonna show you when I'm done with it. So I'm done with the baking pan, and now it's time to pour the apples inside. This pan is actually heavy. And when all the apples are inside, you can spread them like this, so there are apples everywhere. And then you use the leftover butter, which is still in this crumbly texture, and then you crumble them on top of the dough, on top of the cake, like this. And by the way, guys, this is the best part of eating. So that's how our cake looks now. In my opinion, I think we could have had a bit more crumbles, but I think it will work like this. My mom says it looks perfect. And now we're gonna bake it for like 45 minutes on 200 degrees. And yes, well, let's see how it turns out. So it's actually very important that you preheat the oven, so the oven is already hot when you put the cake inside, because you don't want the crumbles to melt, so it has to be hot. So see you later. Guys, the cake is ready and you have to be careful. Don't put it too hot. We had to reduce the heat and we also didn't bake it for so long because it was getting brown quickly. But it looks very delicious. And we're gonna eat it with some fresh whipped cream. So when your cake is ready, my personal suggestion is you can eat it when it's still warm. It's really nice when it's still warm, but you can also let it cool down and eat it when it's cold. And also what's really nice with it is some vanilla ice cream and some whipped cream. So either both or one of them would be really nice if you like them. So yeah, enjoy your apple cake if you tried it yourself, and let's see how it looks inside. So guys, we cannot do the taste check because we are supposed to eat it at my grandpa's place, but I want to cut it for you so at least we can see the inside of the cake. So let's see how it looks inside.
Smells very good.
Smells good, huh?
Mm. Yummy, yummy.
Ta-da!
Wow.
It looks
Beautiful.
nice. So we're gonna enjoy this cake together with my grandparents and my family. And I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye!
Bye bye.